Hello, thank you for visiting my YouTube page. This is Mr. Del Judas. Today we'll be discussing our career poster research project. Right? For this project, you'll use the internet to research a career and create a poster. Poster will contain the following information. Please research every item in red below. So what you're going to do is you're going to find your career, and you may type right on this document. So I'm going to type that right in here. If you'd like to change the color, please feel free. Right. So what I'm looking for is a description of the jobs, the skills, and the responsibilities, the education required after high school, training, working hours, wages, and earnings, an interesting statistic. However, I will accept an interesting fact as well. Also, high school courses, as well as a list of your websites that you'll be visiting. If you go to page 2, you'll notice I have directions for phase 1. You may use the following websites to gather your career information. As you collect your information, please keep a list of all resources. You must organize all information digitally using Microsoft Word. You may use the internet to access the following websites. My favorite website is probably the BLS, which is the Bureau of Labor Statistics.gov. And we're going to look in the OOH, otherwise known as the Occupational Outlook Handbook. All right, so we're going to let that load. The other website we'll be using today is this other website, which is iseek.org. Right. So here is iseek.org, and this should be my bls.gov. Very good. We're just letting that load. You notice when this loads, there are two search bars. There's one in the red field, and there's one in the blue field. The blue field is the one I'd like you to use. That is the Occupational Outlook Handbook. Now you could select over here, which is an occupational group. It's very similar to what we talked about on Friday when I introduced the term career cluster. Who could tell me what a career cluster is? Yes, sir, in front.
It's a group of related careers.
Very good. Thank you very much. So if I was going to be in education, a teacher, I would click on the link for Education, Training, and Library. Once I click that, you notice I get a list of jobs. I could find a middle school teacher. I'm going to click on that career. And I'll be using these tabs to navigate this website to get my information. So the summary is good, but what I really would like is a better job description. So I'm going to click on what they do, right? So there's a couple sentences here that you would find interesting, as well as 3 or 4 of these duties, right? So I could use those for my job description. For the education, you would click on how to become one. That's going to give you the education required, as well as training or work experience. If I click on the pay tab, you'll see that I can get, here's my information on my wages. Right? You should always use the median salary. Okay, the median. Right? If I go to Job Outlook, I could find a nice statistic. Right? So in 2022, middle school teachers is projected to grow by 12%. Right? So that would be a good field for someone of your age group to get into. The only thing that you won't find on that website are your working hours. However, I am going to back up a little bit. Oops. Safari. All right, work environment is where you're going to find your working hours. All right, so here's my working hours. All right, and then for you to find iseek.org, you will find your working hours under Education Credentials. So I can click on Education Credentials, and here I see my high school courses. Do I have to put all 12? No, but you should put at least 4 or 5. Once you're finished, make sure you keep a list of your websites before moving on to phase 2. Right? Phase 2 will be the next assignment that we'll be working on. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to email me at ddeljudas@hamden.edu. Best of luck to you.